open the fingers nice and wide. And not just pressing through the palms, but see if you can activate all of the fingers nice and strong. Press through your heels and look up at your belly button. Find a nice long slope from the tailbone to your heels. And then from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Pressing the stomach towards the thighs. I don't have a very long way to go these days. And just breathe.
Oh, okay.
See if you can't bring the armpits closer to the floor. Let the head hang.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Good. From here, just kind of come up onto the toes. Find the calves. See if you can't even use the baby toes here. Keep pressing through the palms so you activate your middle back, your shoulders. Good. From here, you're going to come into a nice heart opener. Melting heart, or some people call this puppy pose. Just going to drop the knees down. Walk your arms out and let the head come to the floor. So it's not a child's pose. Your hips are actually pretty high here. You're just relaxing down, trying to get the armpits to the floor, trying to get your heart to the floor here. Breathe. Perfect for a thunderstorm day, if you can hear the thunder in the background of this video. Allow the heart to sink open, the shoulders. Find a space that is a little bit tight and try to release it using breath. From here, gently walk yourself up into a tabletop position. Make sure that the wrists are underneath your shoulders and the knees are underneath your hips. And then we're just going to do a series of cat-cows. Arlo, could you move that for mommy? Oh, get downstairs, Nala. So finding your cat-cow, you're going to inhale, lengthen through the heart. Exhale as you round. Keep your arms active. And as you compress on that round, pull the belly in tight. Good, and you have a minute here, so find something that feels good to you, whether it's just inhaling and exhaling. Maybe make this a little bit more active and you can kind of sway through the hips. Maybe making some circles here in your all fours. Rocking back and forth sometimes feels good. Good, and then a couple more breaths. Inhale. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Nala's just scared. Yes. Good. From here, tuck the toes and come back into your downward facing dog. Hopefully the heart will feel a little bit more open at this point. Inhale the right leg nice and high. And then sweep your right leg through for your pigeon pose. We're going to do two different variations of pigeon. The first one is a wide angle pigeon. So let me come facing you. For your wide angle pigeon, you're going to bring your heel so that it's in line with your knee and the shin will be parallel. And then you want to make sure that your knee is in line with your hip. So for most of us, we kind of have to pick our bodies up and shift them. So my left hip is actually in line with my left calf muscle. For a lot of us, you might even need to put a book underneath you or just hold yourself upright and allow the hips to release. Nice and gentle. This is the one that we don't often do because it's uncomfortable. Yeah. So just ease into this one and breathe. And then the more that the hip opens, the more you can gently walk yourself, have to get the belly out of the way, forward. Keep these ladies in. Good. Keep your heel in line with your knee. And you might not even come down this low, and that's okay. And then if it's available to you, you can bring sleeping pigeon, forehead to floor, and just stay. Just breathe. Just be here. From here, bring your heel all the way in. Square off the hips, square off the shoulders. This is a pigeon that more of us are a little bit more accustomed to. Lengthen through the heart. Open up the throat here. Nice heart opener. If you can bring your arms wide. You can even interlace your fingers and bring them behind the neck. And then gently press the neck open, the shoulders. It's a tiny back bend for the middle spine, but it feels so good. Breathe. And then gently allow the body to fold forward. And when the hip tells you to stop and you need to place your hands down, by all means. And then just stay. Stay in a spot where you feel a nice stretch. And again, if the sleeping pigeon is available, you can roll all the way forward and just relax here. Roll it up nice and slow and then switch it out. So I like to do a little bit of a down dog in between just to reorganize my hips. Pressing through the palms, again lengthen. Then maybe even do a couple of those, come up on your toes. Soften the knees. Left leg, bring it high. And then bring it through. And then again, find the wide angle. So flex the foot. Bring the heel in line with the knee, and then you might have to, again, pick up the body and bring the hip in line with the knee. Every side is going to be different. My left side is always the tightest. So just work wherever you are. Know that it's perfect. Allowing the body to slowly lower wherever the body is fine.
Hey, Mommy.
Whoa, big booms and lightning, huh?
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, Mommy.
Forward fold if that's available.
Hey, Mommy. Hey.
It's downstairs. You can go get it. Trying to surrender to whatever the body allows you to feel. Just finding a space that's uncomfortable to be comfortable. And then gently press yourself up. Bring the heel now into midline, square the hips. Another opportunity for a mini back bend here. Once you've got the hips square and you find that you're stable, and this might be a little bit too much, that's okay. You can just extend the arms out If that's okay for the hip, you can interlace the fingers behind the neck. Open up the throat, open up the heart. Really bring the elbows back the best you can without straining. And then when it's available, start to fold forward. And when the hip says uncle, then you can place hands down and ease into your sleeping pigeon if that's available. And then gently press up, find your down dog again, and walk it out. Walk it out. Alright, so from your down dog, kind of slowly coming forward, bringing the knees down, working your way back into a seal pose. So spread your feet wide to the corners of your mats, along with the hands, and then just use the chest to press, the arms to press forward. Chest lifts up. Good, and if this is too intense, you can work your hands out a little bit. If you'd like a little bit more intense, you can walk one hand at a time a little bit closer to your hips to really open up. You want to feel this in the back of the heart. Good, and from seal pose, we're gonna work on opening the shoulders. Okay, so you're gonna bring the body all the way down. Extend your left arm out, bend up the knees, and then gently roll to your left. You're gonna place your feet on the floor. Nice gentle stretch for the shoulder. Now this right arm can either stay reaching, or if you have the flexibility, you can bring it. I do not currently have that flexibility. You can bring it and interlace it on top of the fingers and pull it through. And it actually just feels good to kind of reach towards those fingers as well. So if you can play with it a little bit here, keep your feet on the floor, opening up through the shoulders, press the shoulder blades together. Good, and then bring this right arm back around. Bring the belly back down. And then do the other side. So extend the right arm out, extend the left arm out, bend up the knees, and then gently roll with both feet on the floor. Ooh, there's always a tight side. And then reach, bring shoulder blades together. Just relax and breathe into wherever you feel that tight space. Good, gently release. Back around. Going to just come into a gentle child's pose. Knees are wide, a little bit wider for me to fit my belly in between. Arms stretch wide. Let this be a nice stretch for the shoulders and for the hips. And then we're just going to thread the needle, bringing the right arm underneath the forehead to the floor. There's two options to increase this stretch. You can interlace your fingers and with your left hand pull your right arm over. Creates a little bit more space in the side body and in the left shoulder. Or you can take your left fingertips in, work to grab the right hip, binding up this posture. And You really don't have to do either of those. You just find a space that feels good and then switch it up. Again, interlacing the fingers to create a little bit more space for the shoulder, for the side body. Or if you'd like to, grab right hand, left hip crease, sink the tailbone deep. From here, you're going to come to a seated position and bring your legs straight out in front of you. Paschimottanasana, just stretching pose. You're going to grab the peace sign fingers, grab the toes. Might be easier for me to show you this way. And grab the toes. If you have a Bikram practice, you know this one all too well. Pull back on the toes, and then it's not so much of a work, this one. Just forward fold the body. And because I've got a belly, baby in the belly, I'm going to just spread my legs wide enough to forward fold and get a nice deep stretch. You want to feel the hamstrings. Eventually you'll work into your low back and to your upper back. That right in my lower back here, and then come with my knees wide open into this kind of inverted Supta Baddha Konasana position, and then we will work into fish pose from here. So opening the hips a little bit. Let the knees just sink low. If you need more, you can press the thighs down. Good, and from here, you're going to the top of the head to the floor. And you can open the feet here. You can bring just your elbows, sometimes a little bit easier, underneath. The idea is to open up the throat. Good, and a nice way to use your prop is to just stick the book there in the middle of the back. Open it up.
Hi.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
Aw, I love ya. And if you get hugs and love, that's even better, huh? You gonna do one, Mama? You gonna do some yogas? Yeah. What's some this? Good. And the last one we're gonna do is to just come to a nice seated position using your block or your book, and you're just going to place it almost to just at the tailbone there, so you're not sitting 100% on it, but kind of allowing the body to slouch down. Just a nice straight flat back. And then with the legs, let me show you forward here. You're going to come into a nice seated position where you kind of hide the left heel under the right heel. Relaxing the belly. You can either take an uplifting mudra or a grounding mudra. Lifting through the heart. And just breathe. centering the body. Buddy's got his book. He's sitting on his book. Are you crossing your feet, bud? And this is kind of my favorite way as well. If we're doing a meditation where I'm sitting up, to sit. I can sit longer periods like this, especially now with the belly, than I could with sitting cross-legged. So, anyway, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for stretching with us.